Thank you for that performance. I would like now to introduce our student speakers. The first student, Rhea Midhe, will speak, followed by Greenlee Jeffson, who will present the senior class gift. It's my pleasure to invite our first speaker, Rhea, to the podium.
Esteemed faculty, fellow graduates, relieved parents, and siblings held hostage. Today, as we gather to commemorate the conclusion of our 4-year journey through high school, or some of our parents might say, the end of free housing, I'm reminded of a story from my sophomore year. It was the end of swim practice, and as I approached the final lap, a fellow swimmer and I collided head-on, both of us uttering apologies before continuing our workout. Upon reaching the wall, I noticed the girl outside the pool, engaged in a conversation with our coach. She soon vanished from the season, leaving behind a mysterious absence. It wasn't until later that I had learned that she had sustained a concussion from our accident, while I was perfectly fine. If there's one thing I took away from that experience, it was that I am invincible. Or so I thought. Standing before you today with my skull miraculously intact, I can't help but reflect on the significance of that moment. One valuable lesson that a random kid in the hallway expressed: I didn't fail the test, I just found 100 ways to do it wrong. For many of us, as we stand on the cusp of this new chapter in our lives, the prospect of failure may seem daunting, akin to facing a formidable adversary. So let us reframe our perception of failure not as a dreaded foe, but as a necessary companion on the journey to success. Rather, it's more like that uncomfortable freshman year classmate we all had. Strange, unsettling, but ultimately a necessary component of the educational process. Think back to the earliest of days of learning to ride a bike, or struggling through a complex class subject. We stumbled, we fell, and we encountered unexpected hurdles along the way. Yet we gained resilience, perseverance, and a deeper understanding of ourselves with every setback. Pitbull often reminded us that even if you fail, learning and moving on is sometimes the best thing. Indeed, it was through these experiences of failure that we learned some of life's most valuable lessons. Transitioning into the next phase of our lives, whether it be college, employment, enlisting, or a gap year, let us carry with us the lessons imparted by every failure. Yes, we may have weathered the storms of challenges, including the unpredictable twists and turns of online learning during the pandemic. Will we allow failure to break us, or will we overcome it with greater strength and resolve than before? Will we become experts at coming up with justifications, or will we see every setback as a teaching opportunity and a step closer to our objectives? Will we let go of our fear of failing to control our decisions, or are we prepared to say bring it on and laugh at every obstacle? Let us take with us Pitbull's wisdom to accept failure as a stepping stone towards achievement as we wave farewell to the familiar halls of Hamilton. By familiar, I mean the eternal struggle of trying to find a decent parking spot, not an overflow. Let's remember that failure is simply another chapter in our life's book, inevitable as we pursue our goals. When we stumble along the way, as we surely will, let's rise again, straighten our graduation hats, and continue with determination and courage. And remember, the best treatment is laughing if everything else fails. Congratulations, class of 2024. May your futures be bright, your dreams be bold, and your lives be filled with an abundance of successes. And by success, I mean may your Wi-Fi always be strong, your coffee always be hot, and may the odds of finding a parking spot always be in your favor. Thank you.